And good morning and welcome to Wisconsin Rapids, Wisconsin, the 2024 American Legion State Baseball Tournament is minutes from being underway. Welcome, everybody, to this Zaleski Sports broadcast. My name is Jason Zaleski, and we are assisted by all kinds here on today's broadcast. And we'll go through those names during today's proceedings. But first, let's start with our umpire crew, a four-man crew for the tournament and throughout. And our umpires today behind the plate is Trent Haldeman. At third base is Alex Bartman. First base is John Below. And Kevin Johnson will be roaming the middle of the field as this tournament will get underway here shortly. Welcome aboard, everybody. Glad you are here. As I said, we are minutes away from the start of this 2024 American Legion State Baseball Tournament.
Welcome to Wisconsin Rapids, to the Quadplex, and specifically.
And PA announcer kicks into gear. That means we are getting, ever so closer. It's the visitors from Manitowoc and the home De Pere Ball Club on your scoreboard here at this neutral site state tournament location here in Wisconsin Rapids, Wisconsin. Again, Jason Zaleski alongside, and welcome, everybody. We'll take our field microphone for starting lineups here momentarily, so stand by for that. While we await that, here we go, non-starters, here we go.
Aaron Stefani. Number 8, Seth Gibo. Number 21, Landon Halupny. Number 22, Cole Duracek. And number 24, Evander Kumar. And here's the starting lineup for Manitowoc. Leading off at shortstop, number 3, Tate Hartlaub. In center field, number 5, Brady Hadler. At first base, number 9, Brock Peterson. The starting pitcher for Manitowoc, number 2, Ian DeSellier. In right field, number 28, Gavin Lettenberger. At second base, number 23, Damian Gretz. Left field, number 12, Zach Bradel. The catcher, number 11, Cam Braun. And at third base, number 25, Trent Duquette. Also welcome, head coach from Manitowoc, Kevin Stengel, and assistant coaches Steve Walsh and Jeff Halupny. And now introducing the home team, De Pere. The non-starters, number 1, Axel Donaldson. Number 2, Sam Vanden Langenberg. Number 4, Casey Trussell. Number 10, Caden Kreutz. Number 15, Charlie Van Rens. And number 20, Zach Ratruba. Here is the starting lineup for De Pere. Leading off in left field, number 11, Drew Van Oss. At shortstop, number 7, Javen Gauthier. De Pere starting pitcher, number 9, Easton Arndt. At third base, number 19, Milo Upton. In right field, number 3, Jason Lehman. At first base, number 22, Landon Rago. Starting catcher, number 16, Carter Polfus. Center field, number 8, Jake Weckworth. And at second base, number 5, Devin Weber. Also welcome head coach Dan Lucas and his assistant coach, Dave Lassay. We are also grateful for our umpires for this game, John Bulow, Kevin Johnson, Alex Bartman, and Trent Haldeman. At this time, we are going to ask our American Legion players from both teams to repeat the American Legion Code of Sportsmanship. These are not just empty words, but we want you to go through this and remember this as we compete this weekend at the state tournament. So repeat after me. I will keep the rules. I will keep faith with my teammates. I will keep my temper. I will keep myself fit. I will keep a stout heart in defeat. I will keep my pride under in victory. I will keep a sound soul, a clean mind, and a healthy body. And now, to honor America, would you please rise for our national anthem?
And again, good morning from Wisconsin Rapids, Wisconsin. We are just about ready for this 2024 American Legion State Baseball Tournament Opener between Manitowoc and De Pere. Jason Zaleski here. Welcome aboard again, everybody. Thanks to our PA announcer for making sure you got to hear all the names. And we got our pledge, we got our anthem, we got all the boxes checked except for players on the field and first pitch, and that is coming up very, very shortly. So for Manitowoc, let's go through the starters, or the batting order. How about that? For the visitors from Manitowoc, leading off and playing shortstop is Tate Hartlaub. In center field, batting second, Brady Hadler. Brock Peterson over at first base, he bats third. In the cleanup spot is the pitcher, Ian DeSellier. In right field, Gavin Lettenberger bats fifth. Damian Gretz at second base bats sixth. Zach Bradle in left field bats seventh. Catching is Cam Braun. He bats eighth. And rounding out the Manitowoc batting order here this morning at third base is Trent Ducat. So again, for Manitowoc, Hartlaub, Hadler, Peterson, DeSellier, Lettenberger, Gretz, Bradle, Braun, and Ducat. Let's take a look at De Pere defensively as they are on the field now. We take a look at the starting, well, we had a look at the starting pitcher, Easton Arndt. There we go. There is Easton Arndt pitching for De Pere today. Catching is Carter Polfoss. First base, Layden Rago. At second base, Devin Weber. Shortstop is Javin Gauthier. At third base is Milo Upton. In left field, Drew Van Oss. Patrolling the center field turf is Jake Wetworth. And Jason Lehman is in right field. Again, as you see on your screen there, pitching for De Pere is Easton Arndt. The throw down, and that'll bring the shortstop, Tate Hartlaub, to the plate, and we're going to get this show underway. So in steps Tate Hartlob. Left-handed batting Hartlob sees a strike called to Tate Hartlob, and we are underway here at 10:04. That is Cheerios and Donuts time for most of you. Baseball time for the rest of us. Outside, ball flies. Two balls and a strike now to the shortstop, Hartlob. Got some messages coming all morning long. Need your folks' help. We're calling business owners from De Pere and Manitowoc right now to the TV screen. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Need your help. You've got me here, and you've got a rather large audience here at 10 o'clock in the morning. Let me read a couple ads for your business. We don't charge much. It is pennies on the dollar for sure as the count runs full on Hartlob. You are going to get your money's worth out of me talking about your business to our broadcast audience today. So pay attention. We're going to give you some information on how shortly as Hartlob sends this one foul left side and out of play. So business owners, you want me to talk, and I know you do. Let me just rephrase there. Business owners, I'm going to talk about your business to our large state audience here from De Pere and Manitowoc at the state baseball tournament. So pay attention, get your pencils ready, and we'll tell you how it works as Hartlob draws a walk. I'm sure you've listened to the Brewers or watched the Packers or whatever. You know what a commercial is. I don't think I've got to educate a business owner on that. Same thing here. And instead of Bob Euchre, you get me, which, take that for what it's worth. But you get me telling a very large viewing audience right now about your business. So let's do it. Get your pencils ready. Brady Hadler takes a strike from Easton Arns. Because this whole thing costs money. You see all the cameras? We've got, we got cases and cases of cameras installed all around the field. Fouled out of play. 7-person team here to bring you a spectacular, high-definition, live, free broadcast. But free doesn't mean free. It does cost. Everyone here except for me is getting paid. I am volunteering my time for the benefit of these young men on the baseball diamond and for you at home watching. But we do need to pay everybody else. And so we trade cash for ads. And we're going to tell everybody in Manitowoc or De Pere about your business. So be ready for that. Curveball is fought off. That one will go into the screen. First base side. Count remains 0 balls, 2 strikes to the center fielder, Hadler. And if one thing can be sure, I'm going to keep talking about businesses being part of this broadcast until we have enough to make it right. Slow roller, and play is made over at first. Javin Gauthier retires Hadler on the toss over to Landon Rago. And there is one away for the first baseman, Brock Peterson. So the bottom line is, if you want me to stop talking about businesses supporting this broadcast, we need the businesses to support the broadcast, and then I'll stop talking about it. Otherwise, you're going to get 7 innings of this. And this is just me communicating to you, but that's what you're in store for.
The first baseman.
So let's make it happen, people. Let's make it happen. So again, business owners, get your pencils ready. Between innings, we're going to give you information on how to be part of this broadcast here at the state tournament. Let me talk to all of these people about your business. It's very easy to do. So Peterson fouls off the first. Runner in scoring position is Hartlob. .325 down the lines, .380 to straightaway center. And .365 in the power alleys here at this one of 4 diamonds here, the quadplex, as it's known in Southwood County. I don't know if they have individual names. Do these have names? No? Okay. Well, we are at Zaleski Sports Diamond here at the Quadplex. Now they've got a name. 2024 American Legion State Baseball Tournament as Arndt blows it past Peterson for strike two. 2 balls and 2 strikes. All right, let's let the cat out of the bag. CSR at ZaleskiSports.com. Business owners, let us know who you are. All I need to know is your name and your phone number, and we'll guide you through the rest. It is really easy, painless, and we're going to get you more customers, more sales, more employees, community support. We're able to give all that to you right here on this broadcast. Full count. And that'll be rolled over to Gauthier, and another play cleanly made over to Rago, and Hartlaub moves to third. So Hadler pushes Hartlaub to second. Peterson bounces him over to third. And now the pitcher, Ian DeCellier, looking to bring in this game's first run here with 2 outs in the top of the first inning.
Number 2, Ian DeCellier.
DeCellier, first pitch swinging, shallow right field. Going back is Weber. He calls and makes the catch from his second base spot to put an end to the Manitowoc threat. They walk the leadoff batter, Hartlaub, and he is left stranded as we have played 1/2 inning here in this 2024 Wisconsin American Legion State Baseball Tournament. DePere comes to bat after this on Zaleski Sports.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now. And we are back here at Zaleski Sports Diamond at the Quadplex. Ready for the bottom of the first inning. Van Oss, Gauthier, and Arndt due up for DePere. Again, you saw the email there. Need your help. Need these broadcasts paid for. And we trade cash for ads. Need your email now, business owners in DePere and Manitowoc. Got to hear from you now. So send an email in. Just need to know your name and your phone number. And our very skilled and gifted, talented customer service rep, Rachel, she is on standby. She will give you a call. We will get everything about your advertisement sent right here to the press box, right here to the booth, and we'll get you underway. Let me talk to all these nice people here about your business. Let's tell them to shop there, work there, belong there. And, of course, you get to support these young men that are here in this state tournament through your community support with your advertising dollars as well. It all works. It all helps. It's all needed. And I will continue talking about it until we are sold out of ad spots. Call this somewhat of a baseball telethon here today. Bouncer in Van Oss. Pitching is Ian DeCellier for Manitowoc. Van Oss, Gauthier, Arndt, Upton, Lehman, Rago, Polfus, Weckworth, and Weber. Your 9 batters for DePere. Bouncer, right side. Over on it is Gretz, and he's there to make the play. 1 up, 1 down. Those of you watching on a mobile device, hit us up in the chat box. Give us your business name, owner, and phone number. That's what you can do. So you say, okay, Jason, I've heard you talk about this. I know we need to get these ads rolling, get these business owners to email CSR@ZaleskiSports.com. I don't own a business. What do I do? Well, you work somewhere. most likely. And if you don't, somebody in your house works somewhere. And if your whole house is unemployed, your neighbor works somewhere. Tell us where that is and the phone number and the owner's name. Just hit us up in the chat box. That's what you can do. As we see nearly 100 of you watching, I'm expecting right now those messages to roll in because you're enjoying a free broadcast. The least you could do. Tell us where you work and who to call. That's, I think, a pretty fair trade. You get a free broadcast out of it. The 2-0. You get to watch your neighbors, your nephews, your grandsons, your friend. I mean, why can't you send me that message? I think you can. I even think you owe it to me. 2 balls and a strike now to Gauthier. This one is looped and foul. Missed the left field foul line by about 15 feet. No real danger there. No, Hank, you must have missed my speech earlier, Hank. We are talking about ads until they are sold out because you get to watch this for free. So, Hank, where do you work? And tell me who to call. We'll stop talking about it. Here's the 2-2. But thank you, Hank, for watching. We appreciate your viewership today and your support through watching these young men play the sport that they love here during this summer. But, Hank, I gave the speech earlier. I am swing and a miss. Gauthier goes down for the second out. I have no limit on my words to make sure that we get this broadcast paid for. I have no ceiling to it at all. None. Just need you all to email csr@zaleskisports.com or message me in the chat box. Tell me where you work and who we should call. And we'll trade some cash for ads, get this thing paid for. You get to enjoy free baseball forever and ever that way. Here's Easton Arndt. That one just missed outside. Yeah, I was very clear at the beginning, Hank. This broadcast will be interrupted with my talk about business owners needing to be a part of these broadcasts. It will be interrupted often. The 2-0 coming from Arndt. Strike called. Oh, yeah, there we go. The purple glove 2-1 is sent foul. I mean, it's a fancy, I don't know, he's probably, like me, a fan of Prince, and may he forever rest in peace. Mr. Ducellier there, rocking the purple. 2-2. Outside, and 3 balls, 2 strikes. Yeah, the nearly 100 of you watching, there is no way that you don't work somewhere. No way. Full count. Ducellier delivers. And into the left center gap. Now fading into left field, calling for it and under it. In time is Zach Brandel for the final out of the inning. Again, business owners, get your pencils ready. Email address coming up during this commercial break. We need your support to keep these broadcasts free for folks like Hank to continue watching. More baseball after this on Zaleski Sports.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now. And back here to Wisconsin Rapids, Gavin Lettenberger, Damian Gretz, and Zach Bradel due up for Manitowoc here as we begin top of the second inning. And as we await information from business owners from Manitowoc and De Pere, let us know how we can help you be part of our broadcast here today and help tell all these people watching about your business, help get you more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support through this high-quality premium broadcast on Zaleski Sports. So Easton Art back on the mound and fires in low to the right fielder Lettenberger. This one hit right field, playable. Easy can of corn out there in right for Jason Lehman. That brings up the second baseman, Damian Gretz.
Second baseman, number 23, Damian Gretz.
Gretz comes in, batting .373. 19 hits on the season for Gretz. And a base hit here for Gretz. Deposited into left field, our first base hit of the game. Second base runner for Manitowoc. Again, it was the leadoff walk given up to Hartlaub. He was left stranded in the first. And now Gretz with one out. Aboard for the left fielder, Zach Brandel.
Left fielder, number 12, Zach Bradel.
Sorry, Zach Bradel. So Bradel steps in for the first time in this state tournament. Batting seventh in the Manitowoc order. Bradel, a .260 batter, has driven in 5 and a strike at the knees. Big swing and a miss there from Bradel as he falls behind 1 ball and 2 strikes to Easton Arndt. Arndt has pitched to contact here. Ground ball, fly out, base hit. This after walking the first batter of the game. So pitching to contact after. And that one gets away from Polfus. So pass ball has Gretz down at second. In scoring position now for the left fielder, Bradel. That one into the screen and foul in front of the De Pere dugout. Two balls and 2 strikes to Bradel. Outside and grabbing at his Polfus before that went to the screen. That would have had Gretz at third, no doubt. Full count now to the left fielder, Bradel. Thank you, J-Bone. That's the spirit. J-Bone thanks us for broadcasting the game for free today. Here's the full count. And out in front of it was Bradel, and the first strikeout today for Easton Arndt is the second out in this second inning. And J-Bone, you remind me that these broadcasts are free to watch, but they are not free to put on. Everybody here except for me is getting paid. That means 6 folks are getting paid right now, and we need business owners' help in Manitowoc and De Pere. We will trade you cash for ads. I will read and talk about your business right here on the broadcast. Many times I will do it. And we just need a couple dollars. It is not much. A couple dollars. You'll email csr@zaleskisports.com, your name and your phone number. And Rachel will give you a call and get you all set up. It takes just a couple minutes. It takes just a couple of dollars. And that helps these broadcasts continue to be free. Here's the 0-1. And this will be roped into right field. That's going to get down. Turning for home is Gretz. And an RBI. Hold on. No! Thrown out! Boy, tough break there for Manitowoc. And there is very likely going to be a conversation here from the Manny coach and our home plate umpire, Trent Haldeman. That conversation doesn't seem to be materializing. It, boy, close play, bang, bang. Everybody's going to rewind it back at home and kind of verify there. But instead, it's a beautiful 9-2 putout that ends the inning for Manitowoc here in the second. We move to the bottom of second. It'll be Upton, Lehman, and Rago right after this on Zaleski Sports.
Fleet Farm has everything you need for every season of life. From tending the vegetable garden season to planting 100 acres of crops season. Fleet Farm is your one-stop shop. Whether it's strawberry jam season, cook your walleye season, or his first set of wheels season. Fleet Farm is built for every season. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
Rich, creamy, and fun. Point Craft Soda. Caffeine-free, made with 100% real sugar. From Stevens Point Brewery.
And I'm doing the same thing you folks are probably doing at home right now, and that is watching that back. Now, on our screen, the scoreboard is certainly covering up home plate. Bang, bang play at home. And I'm sure a lot of people will rewind that through the course of the day and check it out. As in the second inning, we've got Upton, Lehman, and Rago all due up. Again, umpires here, they're all doing a great job. Hey, don't ever see my words in reverse. They are doing a great job. You can only see so much at once. That was a lot to see there. But we begin the bottom of the second inning. No score as Upton takes a strike from DeCellier. Yeah, just keep in mind at home, we've got the advantage of 5 different cameras. Slow roller. Long throw across is going to get away from Peterson at first, and an infield base hit for Upton. So Upton reaches. It's a tough play to make over there for Hartlaub. He put all the gusto into it that he could have, I believe. So infield base hit, leadoff base runner for De Pere, and here's the right fielder, Jason Lehman. But as I was saying, we've got all these cameras around here, and you at home have the ability to, you can hit rewind, watch it again. Well, they can only see it once, and they can only see it from one angle through 2 little lenses. We've got lenses all over the place. Lehman confirming the spot of that strike call from DeCellier. DeCellier inside, and we're even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Those of you new to the broadcast right now, we're looking for businesses to help support this broadcast. Just a couple of dollars gets me to talk about your business and get you more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Email csr@zaleskisports.com. Those of you watching on a mobile device like Hank and J-Bone have, you can chat with me. Let me know where you work and who we should call over there, and we'll get you straightened out. And I'm gonna spice up this deal next inning. I've got something here for folks that would like me to talk about their business. I've got a little extra for you. So stay tuned for that between innings. The 1-2 from DeCellier. And missed inside. Wanted Lehman to go after it. Lehman had other ideas. But business support is what makes this network stay alive. It's what keeps us afloat and what keeps you watching for free. So I'm asking for your help. 2-2. Outside corner, rung him up. Lehman goes down looking for the first out of the inning. Second strikeout today for Ian DeCellier. And his purple glove. First baseman Landon Rago. Rago on the season, bats .203. Does have 22 runs batted in, though, on 16 hits, so Rago's making it count from the 6th spot. And perhaps he's batted higher in the order than that during the season, but think about that. 16 base hits, has driven in 22. Probably a few sac flies tossed in there, rolled in here and there. Although the information given to me says just one, so that's impressive. He's getting hits in clutch spots with multiple runners on base. That's the way to be. And that one framed well by Cam Braun, called strike. Take a look at the big fella there, Rago, getting the signs from down at third. Throw over, and Upton, like a Wisconsin Dells water slide, just drifts back into the base. Slides back in, cool. All turf field here in Wisconsin Rapids. It's all turf 2024 state baseball tournament. The first that I've ever been at. A complete turfed state tournament, which has a lot of advantages. Don't need to line the fields between games. Don't need to rake the batter's box or go and stomp on the mound. Here's the 1-2 from DeCellier. Check swing, called, third strike. So back-to-back strikeouts looking for Ian DeCellier. He's got 3 Ks on the day. Now with 2 outs, the catcher is Carter Polfus. The other advantage of the all-turf situation is if we do have any rain and we get pulled off the field, the minute the last raindrop has fell, we're right back on the diamond. There's no uptime, no lead time to that at all. So those are the advantages, and I know the baseball purists out there have a list that is longer than my right arm about the things they don't like about a turf field. And that's fine. You can have your list. The only one that's really on my list is the heat off the turf. The sun is out now. We had a foggy morning. Now the sun is breaking through almost completely. And that hit Polfus, and he'll take his base. But as the sun comes out, that heat on the turf just builds and builds and builds, especially with the black rubber beads that keep it nice and soft and bouncy. Safe, as the proponents will tell you, that those black rubber beads keep it safe. Those get hot, and that field gets hot when the sun comes out, and the sun is out now. Add that to De Pere's black tops, and you've really got some Fahrenheit out there. Here's Jake Weckworth. Weckworth, the .234 batter, has 9 batted in. 2 outs in the inning. He's got Upton standing on the bag at second in scoring position. Haven't seen anybody message in yet with your business owner's name and where you work, please do that now. We'll treat them very nice. And as I'll show you here between innings, they're going to get something. They're going to get something really cool. They're going to get some exclusive merchandise out of the deal. I'll tell you about that between innings. One ball and one strike to Weckworth. Bouncer over the top of DeCellier. It'll be handled at short by Hartlaub and got him at first. So Weckworth on the 6-3 putout. And that does it for DePere in the second. We have played 2 complete in game 1 of this 2024 Wisconsin American Legion State Baseball Tournament. Scoreless on Zaleski Sports.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fure, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now. All right, welcome back to Wisconsin Rapids. Jason Zaleski here. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the broadcast. Again, you're watching at home for free, and that's our whole intent, is to give you these broadcasts for free. We do need business support. So in Manitowoc and DePere, we do need support of those businesses. And what I'm willing to do here, you email CSR at Zaleski Sports with your name and your phone number, and Rachel will give you a call, get you set up. When you get set up, you get the hat that only we get to wear. So I'm going to break that tradition. You'll get this hat too, because we got a whole bunch of people working here, and they're all getting paid for this, and this is what we're asking for you to help out. There's Steve. Steve's getting paid to be here, and Mike is getting paid to be here. There's Steve. We got Mike. We do have a baseball game out there. There's Kale. Kale's getting paid to be here. Olivia's getting paid to be here. And we trade cash for ads. That's what we do. It's a couple of dollars that we ask you to spend, and I'm going to tell all these people watching about your business, get you more customers, more sales, more community support, more employees, whatever it is you need. I'm going to tell people about it, and they're going to flock right to you. That's how it works. CSR at ZaleskiSports.com. Rachel will come and talk to you as Trent Ducat goes down looking for the first out here in the third inning. And back to the top of the order for Manitowoc. We did send out emails yesterday. We wanted to get ahead of this. And we would have hoped we would have sold out on those ads yesterday. But we are not sold out yet. So we're throwing in a really nice broadcast hat for you folks. And Rachel will get you set up with that too. Tate Hartlaub drew a walk to start today's game. He bats here for the second time in the third inning. Braden also getting paid to be here. Isaac also getting paid to be here. Bailey getting paid to be here. Probably missing one or two yet. There's so many. Making sure you get to watch. And those are the people that make these broadcasts such high quality. Here's Tate Hartlaub with a walk. So he's got 2 walks in 2 plate appearances. And that'll bring up the center fielder, Brady Hadler. So 2 walks given up by East and Art, both to Hartlaub. So Hartlaub has been able to stay patient in the box, get himself as a leadoff batter on base. That is the job of the leadoff batter. Get on base and then let your guys work you around the bases. Hadler looks at a strike from Art. courtesy throw over. Off and running is Hartlaub on the straight steal. It'll be a stolen base for Tate. Tate had a great break on that pitch. I think he had it timed up from his walk he drew back in the first inning. Able to get himself in scoring position with one out here in the third. Swing and a miss from Hadler, and he's behind 1 ball and 2 strikes. But aside from Hartlaub, Arndt has these Manny hitters a little bit off balance. There's a check swing roller that'll be handled by Arndt, and there are 2 away. Hadler didn't want to swing, but got too far into it. And there are 2 outs for the first baseman, Brock Peterson.
First baseman, Brock Peterson.
Peterson grounded over to short back in the first. I was about to tell you that, and here it is again, back over to short. Late out of the box was Peterson, and the double bouncer is going to get him because Peterson was slow out of the batter's box. Deep in the hole was Javin Gauthier, and Gauthier looked up and saw, I got time to throw a double bouncer, and that'll get the job done. 1 left stranded in the third, no runs across. Bottom of the third coming up. 9-1-2 in the De Pere order after this on Zaleski Sports.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture. Hi, this is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970 and 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture. West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
Bottom of the third inning, it'll be Devin Weber, Drew Van Oss, and Javin Gauthier here for De Pere. Bottom of the third inning, game searches for its first run. We thought we might have had one in the top of the second, but not to be. Play at the plate was called out, and no doubt correctly so.
Leading off the De Pere third.
I'm sure there are some out there on the Manitowoc side saying, Zaleski, you're crazy. And maybe you can say that if you want. It's fine by me. So the second baseman, 9-hitter, Devin Weber. First at bat today, and looks at ball 2 high. 2 balls and no strikes. DeCellier fires the 2-0 home, and this is going to be looped into right field, and that's going to get past the right fielder, Lettenberger. Lettenberger overplayed it. Rounding for third, here comes Weber, and a runner on third to start the event, and he's doing some sort of something. It looked like he was going to do the sprinkler at first, but then he turned into something else. So Weber on third. And off to a good start here in the third are De Pere. Hey, there we go. All right, so you don't own a business. That's fine. How else can you get involved? You got Venmo? You're going to help us out. I showed you all the people working here. Olivia, Kale, Mike, and Steve. Send $5. I'm just asking for $5. That'll buy one of these hungry workers a cheeseburger and get them a bottle of water. So there you go. Venmo at Zaleski Sports. And you don't own a business, but you still want to help out. That's how you can do it. You can buy one of these nice people working here today a cheeseburger and a bottle of water. That would be a big help for me. Thank you very much. Dustin says, best time of year, Legion playoffs. Yeah, I mean, listen, I've been an American Legion baseball fan almost my entire life. Drew Van Oss. And the 1-0 and reached 4-1. Fouls it back. I started as a bat boy for Post 54 Marshfield when I was 8 years old. And in some way or another, been involved with American Legion baseball ever since. I just turned 49 last week. So 41 years for me being a fan of American Legion baseball. How many for you? The 1-1 to Van Oss. Takes a strike. Looking to get Weber in. Weber, I gave him a base hit. And then the E9 sent him over to third. But a runner on third with nobody out. Top of the order. Van Oss rolled one over to second back in the first inning. The 1-2 this time around, swung on and missed. A big strikeout there from DeCellier. Fourth strikeout today for DeCellier. 25 years for Dustin. How much for the rest of you? How many years have you been supporting American Legion baseball? Javin Gauthier sees a strike. Looking to put the ball in play. You figure a ball, even if it's maybe not to the left side, especially to third base, but somewhere on the right side or obviously out of the infield is going to score the speedy Devin Weber from third. Looking to put the ball in play here is Gauthier. Outside. Be pitch number 40 coming up for Ian DeCellier. Which through 3 innings, pretty manageable. That's right where you'd expect somebody to be. Bunt and bunted up in the air and to the screen. So DePere looking to pull out maybe not quite all the stops, but half of them. Looking to get this game's first run in. Ball and 2 strikes. Here it is to Gauthier. Off-speed pitch, stayed high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. DeCellier looking to deal to Gauthier, looking to finish him at the plate. So that would set up Manny to get out of this jam. Swung on and missed, and there is the plan in the works. Strikeout number 5 for DeCellier. 2 critical outs, back-to-back strikeouts in 1-2 in the order. Here's the 3-hitter Easton Arndt. But now getting back to the Manitowoc dugout with no runs across seems a little more realistic than it did 2 batters ago. We had a runner on third, nobody out. Runner on third now with 2 outs. Arndt flew out to left, back in the first. And strike on the outside corner. Still looking for Hank to come back in the chat box. Let us know where he works and who we should call. Come on, Hank. Help us out. And that'll get the job done. It'll be an RBI base hit for Easton Arndt. And DePere is on the board here in this state tournament. So run across. Easton Arndt delivers. Weber scores it.
Third baseman, Milo.
And now the third baseman, Milo Upton. Tapper, foul. Off the front foot of Upton. Actually, as he's kicking it around, off the back foot it went. Umpire checks with Milo. He says, "Yeah, blue, I'm cool. Let's play ball." One strike pitch coming here to Upton. No, throw over. Strolling back in easily is Arndt. And this one will be golfed into left field. And on the par 4, it's an easy 220-yard drive for Milo Upton, and he's in the middle of the fairway with a base hit. Over to second goes Arndt, and 2 on now with 2 outs for the right fielder, Jason Lehman. There we go. Dustin's got the spirit. Dustin gives us a lead. That's how it works, folks. It is easy.
Right fielder.
Simple and easy. Chopper back up the middle, and the flip to second will retire Upton for the third out here in the inning, but it's a fruitful inning for DePere. Weber leads it off, lands at third, he scores, and after 3 complete, it is DePere 1 and Manitowoc nothing on Zaleski Sports.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Bauer & Feind has been based in Marshfield since 1955. And if you're in business that long, you're obviously doing many things right. We always focus on selling world-class products, backing it up with world-class customer support.
Working with Bauer & Feind Business Technologies has been a pleasure. We have staff on call that we can call if we ever have issues, and the printer usability has been really easy, user-friendly.
Give us a call, visit our website. We'd be happy to come in, talk to you. Maybe there's a way we can help you save some money and work more efficiently.
Back here for the 4th inning, you see John Belo there getting a drink of water as he's got the right infield assignment for our 4-man umpiring crew. And these guys here doing a great job today, decked out all in black. No doubt they're getting a little warm on the turf field. So Ian DeSellier leads it off here in the 4th for Manitowoc as they look to answer DePere's score in the 3rd inning. Two balls and no strikes from Arndt to DeSellier. Pitcher-on-pitcher action here. And into center field, right at him, and had to take a bit of a hop, but no problem for Jake Weckworth. And the F8 retires DeSellier here to start the 4th. Take a look for the second time at Gavin Lettenberger. Lettenberger flew out to right, back in the 2nd. Bats here in the 4th. 1 strikeout today for Easton Arndt. As I said earlier, he's pitching to contact, and his fielders are backing him up. Groundouts, flyouts, making them all. Chopper, right side, and that's going to be an easy play over there for Landon Rago. 2 up, 2 down, and again, just pitch to contact. Let your fielders back you up and make the plays. I know it sounds so easy. When you say it, it sounds just so reasonable and logical. It's not that easy, though. So second baseman Damian Gretz. Base hit in the second inning, later left stranded. It was Gretz who was thrown out at the plate and a bang-bang play in the second. Gretz out of play. This one into left field. That's going to get over the left fielder's head and bounce into the fence. It's going to be a 2-out double for Damian Gretz as he launched that one over Drew Van Oss in left. And a base runner for Manitowoc here in the fourth.
Left fielder Zach Bradle.
So Zach Bradle takes a look at a ball. Two balls, no strikes now to the left fielder Bradle. Strike on the inside corner. 2 balls and 1 strike, 2 outs. 2-out double from Damian Gretz. Has Gretz on your TV screen at second base. And Polfus not able to yank that one up and frame it back into the zone. 3 balls and a strike. Right down 8th Street. And fouled back by Bradle. Street, one of the main thoroughfares here in Wisconsin Rapids. That's where all the fast food joints are. Full count pitch. And this will be back up the middle. What will it do with Gretz? They will send Gretz. Here he comes to the plate. Gretz is in safely this time. And we are tied at 1, and on the throw, Bradle's going to head over to second. An RBI base hit for Zach Bradle. So Manitowoc answers back here in the fourth. Now the catcher, Cam Braun. It was Braun with that base hit back in the second inning that looked like it had potential to score Gretz. So all to be said, Braun does have a base hit in this game already. And a runner in scoring position again for Braun here in the fourth. Strike tossed in by Arndt. And Arndt steps off. Bradle was well aware. Curveball bends in over the plate for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes now on Cam Braun. That one fouled up and out of play. The 0-2 again. And wild pitch, that's going to send Bradle over to third. Ball and 2 strikes to Braun. Chopper, foul. You know, something just occurred to me. Maybe the folks out there aren't realizing what a commercial sounds like. Here you go. Fleet Farm's Truckload Savings Event has kicked off today. Stock up with huge deals on your everyday essentials like pet food, wild bird supplies, household chemicals, and so much more. Only at Fleet Farm. There you go. That's what I do for the businesses that support. So now is the best time to message or send an email to csr@zaleskisports.com, and we'll do the same for you. Again, Braun goes down for the third out of the inning. 1 run across. We are tied at 1. Bottom of the 4th next on Zaleski Sports.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
they, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed. It's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at staubco.com.
Bottom of the 4th inning. Lehman, Rago, and Polfus all due up for DePere. Tied at 1. DePere scores in the bottom of the 3rd. Manitowoc answers right back in the top of the 4th. And in comes comes Landon Rago.
Leading off the DePere 4th inning, first baseman Landon Rago.
Okay. Rago, Polfus, and Weckworth. There we go. Swung on and missed. No balls, 2 strikes now to Rago. He struck out looking back in the 2nd inning. Bats for the 2nd time here in the 4th. That one fouled up and out of play. What's that? You say hit him up with another one? All right. Thanks to our special game day sponsor, Nasonville Dairy. Nasonville Dairy. Fresh cheese curds made daily. NasonvilleDairy.com. Get your fresh cheese curds, cheese and sausage platters, gift trays for your next corporate event or special outing, all at NasonvilleDairy.com. Swung on and missed as Rago goes down for the 2nd time today. That's what we're talking about. I read about your business. We tell them to go buy your stuff or go work where you are. Costs a couple of dollars. Everybody gets something out of it. So email csr@zaleskisports.com. And Rachel will give you a call, get you all set up. It'll take a couple of minutes. It'll cost just a couple of dollars. And allow me to talk to over 100 people right now in this broadcast. You think to yourself, how much would you pay if I gathered a group of 100 people for you, put them right in front of you, and we get to talk about your business to them? How much is that worth to you? If it's worth just a couple of dollars, email csr@zaleskisports.com right now. So no balls and 2 strikes to Carter Polfus. Carter hit by pitch back in the 2nd inning. And under the glove at short, that's going to be an E6, and Polfus is aboard here with 1 out in the 4th inning. And that'll bring up the center fielder, Jake Weckworth. And a big thanks to Scott. Scott sent in $5 to Venmo at Zaleski Sports. That allows one of the 7 or 8 people here to get a cheeseburger and a bottle of water. So if you've got Venmo, and I know a lot of you do, at Zaleski Sports, we're just asking for $5. That's the transaction on a cheeseburger and a bottle of water. You get to watch the games for free, and yeah, maybe, like I said, you don't own a business. That's not something that you could pull off, but if you got Venmo, you can send $5, and you can help feed the needy here today and contribute to the cause. Weckworth, bouncer. Nice play over at third, over to second, and there would be no return throw, but a nice play made, though, anyway, by the third baseman, Trent Ducat. There's Trent right there. Nope, that's not Trent. Yeah, it is. Yeah, there's Trent right there. So Ducat retires Polfus. And there are 2 away.
Second baseman, Devin
And here's Devin Weber. Weber started off the third with a sizzle. Got one past the right fielder, eventually landed at third, and later scored in the inning. Here he is again now in the 4th. Off and running is Weckworth. The throw is going to be late, and a stolen base for Jake Weckworth. As the 11:05 out of town soars overhead. Now, that would have been cool to get on camera if anybody down there was paying attention. Did anybody get that plane? Three balls and no strikes to Weber. Still partly cloudy skies. Airplane could be behind one of those clouds. Yep, I was told that plane stayed behind the clouds the whole time. But yeah, the 11:05 leaving town. I don't know how many daily flights there are at the City Field, but it is a walk, a 2-out walk given to Weber. So it's 2 base runners now, and back to the top of the order for Drew Van Oss.
Top of the order for De Pere, left fielder Drew Van Oss.
And Van Oss from the leadoff spot coming into this tournament bats .329, 14 runs batted in, and has scored 24 times. Looking to drive one in here with 2 outs. Lays off the outside fastball. All the baseball coaches in the grandstands telling Ian DeCellier how to throw the ball. You got to like that. And Van Oss sees that one go low. 2 balls and no strikes. It's 6 straight balls now fired in from DeCellier. A 4-pitch walk to Weber. Starts out Van Oss 2-0. Rips that one out of play. That goes into the batting cage. Batting cages are plenty here. We play at the Quadplex. That means there are 4 diamonds here. I asked earlier in the broadcast if this one was named. I was told no. Then I said, well, it is the Zaleski Sports Diamond here at the Quadplex. And maybe we need to make that a reality. It's just an idea right now. 2-1. And that one stayed low. DeCellier thought he would even the count at 2-2. Instead, it's 3 balls and a strike now to the leadoff batter, Drew Van Oss. Van Oss looking for his first hit today. Ground out, strikeout on his line through 2 at-bats. 3 balls and 1 strike. 2 outs in the inning. And DeCellier will step off. 4 games on the docket today, all live at ZaleskiSports.com. Oshkosh, Milwaukee up next, I think is what it is. And curveball bends in. Let's take a leak here, or take a look, take a peek. That's what I meant to say. Middleton and Milwaukee up next. There we go. Middleton, Milwaukee, first pitch scheduled at 1. We've got pitch time today, 1 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 7:30, a special half-hour later start as we do all the pomp and circumstance here at 7:30 tonight. You'll want to tune in for that. Full count, runners on the move, and poked foul by Van Oss. So scheduled today, again, 1 o'clock is Middleton, Milwaukee, 4 o'clock, Eau Claire and Marshfield, and 7:30, Oshkosh, Wisconsin Rapids. And then 7 p.m. start times for the rest of the week in that late game. But we need an extra half hour to show you the colors, all the American Legion pride here. Full count again from DeCellier. Bouncer. And Ducat throws wild, and that's going to bring one in. 1 run scores. Over to second goes Van Oss, and it is 2-1 to Pere. I think Ducat thought he had some extra time there and kind of double clutched and looped one over and was nowhere near first. So Weckworth comes in to score. And they're going to come out and talk to DeCellier and tell him, don't worry about it. We'll get this next batter. Weber moves over to third. Okay, everybody gives some shoulder and chest pats to Ian DeCellier. Say, we got you, kid. But DePere takes the lead here in the 4th inning. Javin Gauthier. Gauthier with 2 strikeouts in 2 plate appearances. Again, DeCellier's got 6 Ks today. And has administered 3 of them to the first 2 batters in this DePere order. Two balls, no strikes to Gauthier. DePere shortstop now will get to be a little choosy on the 2-0. A left-handed batter, left side of the infield, plays back with 2 outs. Runners on second and third. Here's the 2-0. Banded in for a strike. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Still a hitter's count for Gauthier. And missed outside. DeCellier readies and the 3-1. Swung on and missed. Out in front of the curveball was Gauthier. So full count now. First base is open with 2 outs. Manitowoc and Decellier looking to get back in the dugout here. Gauthier confirms that last pitch location. On the swing and the miss. Now full count. And missed. So 2-out walk will load the bases for Pere. We are thinking the same there as we do get action in the Manitowoc bullpen. That is Evander Kummer down there getting warmed up. So Evander is getting loose just in case things go awry here yet with 2 outs in the inning. Easton Arndt. Arndt with an RBI already today. And looks at strike 1 from Decellier. Up and out of play. Speaking of Evander Kummer warming up right now, he has pitched 11 innings on the season. Scattered 7 hits, struck out 11, so if needed. Evander getting loose now. Decellier still looking to get back in the dugout. He's ahead of Arndt now, no balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 0-2. Got him. Bender came back and froze Arndt. And the 7th strikeout today for Ian Decellier brings the 4th to an end. They strand 3, but more importantly for Pere, they score 1. They lead it 2-1 on Zaleski Sports.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call to your first sip to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
And we prepare for the 5th inning here in Wisconsin Rapids. Trent Ducat, Tate Harlob, and Brady Hadler, 9-1-2 in the Manny order. As Manitowoc plays from behind here to start the 5th, Pere scores 1 in the 3rd and 1 in the 4th as we take a look at the folks here in attendance. And, of course, the reason we are all here, the Stars and Stripes. And this, the greatest country in the world, and American Legion Baseball being a part of it. Patriotic sentiments now in the sports world, perhaps at an all-time high, or at least at a season, a year high. The Olympics going on. Men's gymnastics team brought home the bronze last night in what ended a 16-year medal drought for U.S. men's gymnastics. And the women, I think, are going right now. NBC is going to package that all up for you and put that in a nice little piece for us all to watch at around 8 o'clock or so tonight. As Ducat sees a strike from Arndt. But what you do on your streaming device is you hit record. You tell it to record that. You watch Wisconsin Rapids and Oshkosh in the nightcap tonight. And then when that baseball game's done, then you go back and watch and see how the women's gymnastics team did, along with other things that are going on. But the Olympics over in France. The 0-2. Bouncer, left side. It's going to be a long play. Throw is in time. Throw made by Gauthier and gets Ducat Long throw and on the hop, scooped out by Peterson for the first out of the inning. What a play there. U.S. men and women in Paris, competing at all the highest levels, all the events. Had a lot of swimming, gymnastics, soccer. I watched a little bit of table tennis before I made the trip down here today. I come from about 40 miles north of here. It was the gold medal match between China and Korea. And I couldn't quite figure which Korea it was. So I just tell you Korea. And I don't know who won, so there's no spoiler alert here. But they had the gold medal match in table tennis. And earlier in the week, dressage. It's a horse competition for you equestrian deficient folks. Dressage happening. What else did I see out there? Soccer, lots of volleyball. And that'll be deposited into right field. Hartlaub with a base hit. His third time on base. 3 at-bats. And his third time on base. Stole a base back in the third inning, did Hartlaub. And Brady Hadler will step to the plate. Pair of groundouts today for Hadler. What else was going on in Olympics? I mean, there's so much, so many things going on. There was water polo. I saw some of that. Shooting, an air rifle, archery. I know a lot of folks are waiting for Friday, Saturday for the track and field to start. I think that starts on Friday. Hadler off balance swing. No balls, 2 strikes now to Hadler. Basketball. U.S. men, I think, play this afternoon. Now goes Hartlaub on the hit and run, and he will retreat. Well, I'll turn to my right and ask our NBA expert, what time does U.S. men's basketball play today? Oh, come on. Cale has spent too much time overseas. He's lost track of his most favorite sport, the NBA. The 0-2. And got him looking. Hadler froze. And the second out of the inning comes via the strikeout. Second strikeout today hurled by Easton Arndt. Anybody on the field know when that game is?
First baseman, Brock Peterson.
And, oh man, Brock Peterson steps to the plate. I like our director, Cale, the base hit. 2-out knock for Peterson. Neither of us watched a single second of the NBA playoffs, and this is a years-long streak for me of not watching any NBA playoffs. But oh, okay, well, you're doing the right thing by not watching the NBA, Cale. That's for sure. But we're all patriots here, and I love watching our Americans assemble on the participation fields, whatever it is, including the basketball court. So anyway, the men's team plays today at some point. Nobody around here knows when. Ian DeSallier. Oh, they play tomorrow. 2 p.m. tomorrow. Okay. Well, anyway, they beat Serbia on Sunday. Oh, okay. So 7 a.m. tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, Mike doesn't know much. I said our staff is getting paid. They are. They do not get paid to decipher time codes, and that's what they're trying to do right now. Anyway, the men's they beat Serbia, the men's basketball team. The women's basketball team beat Japan yesterday. But the Olympics, they come around depending on their season every 4 years. 2028 Summer Olympics come back to America. Los Angeles, the host in 2028. Here's the 1-2, and inside to DeSallier. Kind of brought those hands in. I think he had half a notion that maybe I should just take this one, but didn't want to injure perhaps his pitching hand, although he will step to the mound with 77 pitches coming up in the bottom of this inning. High chopper. Arndt will field it, throw it, and records the third out of the inning. So 2 left stranded for Manitowoc and none across. And speaking of pitching, Easton aren't scheduled to hit coming up. And Ian DeSellier again coming back on the mound. He'll toe the rubber when we come back. 77th pitch coming up right after this on Zaleski Sports.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
All right, so for those of you new around here, for some reason this started last year at the state tournament where we got obsessed with people's shoes. I don't know why it happened last year, and I'm even more perplexed as why it continues this year. But apparently we're really excited about the shoes that these kids wear. I hope you're all enjoying it because I'm not on that wagon at all. Let's see here. Upton, Lehman, and Rago. 4-5-6 for De Pere. As De Pere enjoys a 1-run lead in this one. Curveball comes in from DeSellier for a strike. Upton today, pair of base hits, 2 for 2. But DeSellier, pitch number 78, aren't 83. So at the end of this inning, they'll both have pitched 5 complete should DeSellier make it through. So just kind of a mathematical comparison there. No balls, 2 strikes now to Upton. Upton fouls it back, stays alive. Here's the 0-2 again from DeSellier. And just missed outside. One ball, 2 strikes. DeSellier ready. Another one chopped foul. Fans here encouraging Upton, telling him, come on, Milo. DeSellier looking for something else. The 1-2 again. Another one chopped foul. Inside, and count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes on the recoil. Upton launched himself out of the batter's box. As I take a look here at our viewer stats, a whole new crowd has come in. Welcome, everybody. This is Game 1 of the 2024 Wisconsin American Legion State Baseball Tournament. Manitowoc on the field, the visiting team trails home De Pere 2-1. And we are looking for business support of this broadcast. If you're a business owner or you know one, which what that means is where you work, we are looking to hear from you. Need your support? I will help you get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support, whatever it is you're looking for. I will read your commercial on air a whole bunch of times during the game. You'll pay us just a couple of dollars. And to start it off, you'll email csr@zaleskisports.com. Rachel will give you a call, get you set up. It takes just a couple minutes, and it costs just a couple of dollars. Full count, swung on and missed. Upton goes down swinging. Strikeout number 8 for Ian DeCellier, and DeCellier looks to be on track for meeting the pitch limit sooner rather than later in this one, and Manitowoc will surely miss his expertise here today if and when that happens. 8 strikeouts through 5 1/3. That is really good. As we take a look again at the right fielder, Jason Lehman. Lehman today, strikeout, ground out. You can also use the message box just like Dustin and Hank have. If you're watching on a mobile device, and put the information in there. Again, just looking for business owners and phone numbers, or business owner in the name. We can find the phone number. That's the easy part. You get to watch for free. I'm just asking you to put your boss's name in the chat box, or to send that. You can just send the email if you don't want it to be public. And I would think everybody in town knows who works over there anyway, so I'm not sure you'd be blowing anybody's cover, but give you an option. You can also email csr@zaleskisports.com. Just tell us who to call. Just say, hey, thanks for the live, free, premium, high-quality broadcast. Here is my boss's name, and here's the name of the place I work. Just send over the email, and we'll take care of the rest. And strike 3 called. Lehman had a notion to swing at it, held up. And a strike at the top of the zone. Strikeout number 9 for DeCellier. That'll bring up Landon Rago. And as we showed you earlier in the broadcast, we got a sparkling, brand new Zaleski Sports hat for those businesses who participate. So essentially, it's probably going to cost you near nothing because that hat also costs money. So we give you the hat for free. Read your ads on the air to a humongous audience out here. And get you more sales, more customers, maybe more employees, maybe you need some extra help around the shop, and certainly give you the community support that you're looking to give in your community. Help support these young men on the baseball diamond. 1 ball and 1 strike. We play under partly cloudy skies, 80 degrees, a little bit humid today. Here's the 1-1. If you're watching in Wisconsin, probably the same weather as you're having right now. Not a lot different from border to border. As I take a look to my right, and the Middleton Ball Club is here getting warmed up. They've got the 1 o'clock game today. 2 balls and a strike from DeCellier to Rago. And that one just missed outside. And down to Duquette. Backhanded stab at third. Long throw across is not in time. And Landon Rago, a base runner with 2 outs in the inning. And that was pitch number 94 for DeCellier. And there you go. There's the Middleton Ball Club looking on. And they've got the 1 o'clock game against, what I tell you all before, against Milwaukee.
If you have your 50-50 tickets available,
More Cardinals flocking in from the parking lot.
It's a blue ticket.
Cardinals, one of the more beautiful birds in existence, right?
3010.
And the one thing I like about a cardinal, speaking as a deer hunter, somewhat of a deer observer, there's nothing better looking than a cardinal. Nothing better looking than a cardinal out there. And they don't migrate. So while I'm sitting in the stand, you get the Cardinals flying around. Blue Jays too. Blue Jays, pretty nice looking bird. But we don't have any Blue Jays here in this tournament. But we do have Cardinals. All right, so mound meeting ends. And they've updated the pitch count. This will be pitch number 96. It'll be thrown to Carter Polfus. And Polfus looks at a strike. Could be the last batter here for DeCellier. He's got 9 strikeouts, but he nears the pitch limit. Here's the pitch, and inside. That was called strike. And pitch number 97 for DeCellier. And that'll also be the tournament for DeCellier. Not enough days here to reset. Due to the pitch count rules, DeCellier going to take a moment. Get his hair put back in place. 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Polfus. 2 outs in the inning. Runner on first is Rago. The 1-2. And that one will roll foul. And one of our favorites, Jim Stegall from North Carolina, joins our broadcast. Thank you, Jim. Jim, you have had all the baseball you could handle over the last few months here at Zaleski Sports, especially over the last week. We did the full AAA regional in Schofield. We did the full single A regional in Stratford. We got baseball coming out of our ears. Plus, we've had plenty of Dairyland League baseball from around the area during the same time. A tremendously ridiculous amount of baseball. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes on Polfus. Chance here for Ducat. Throws to second in time. That retires Rago, and Manitowoc will leave a runner stranded as the end of the line. Likely, yes, that was pitch 100. The end of the line for Ian DeCellier, and what a performance for DeCellier here today. He'll finish with 9 strikeouts, giving up just the 2 earned runs through 5 complete. We have played 5 complete. It is De Pere 2, Manitowoc 1 on Zaleski Sports.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
Well, the only starting pitcher in this game left standing is right there in Easton Arndt. Ian DeCellier has reached his pitch count limit, and a masterful performance today from DeCellier. 9 strikeouts through 5 complete, 2 runs across, and 1 or 2 walks. That was it. This is the 6th inning, and this is Gavin Lettenberger. They'll go Lettenberger, Gretz, and Bradel for Manitowoc. This will be pitch number 84 here. Tried the corner and missed there for Arndt. Lettenberger today, fly out, ground out. Looking to get on base for the first time here in this tournament. Curveball sweeps in well there from Arndt. Count even at 2 apiece. And outside and missed again. This the 7th state appearance for Manitowoc. They've got 1 state championship under their belt. Full count from Arndt. Rolled over. Gauthier, and in time for the first out of the inning. Nice play there by Javin Gauthier. That'll bring up the second baseman, Damian Gretz. Gretz has been busy on the base paths. He has technically touched home plate twice, scored once, thrown out the other time. But he's made it all the way around, both times on the bases. He's got 7 total bases, if you want to look at it that way. And a baseball stats, you got a stat for everything in this sport. It's a statistically heavy sport. Bouncer by Gretz. Upton with the throw, and in time. 2 up, 2 down. DePere on the other side, a 21st state appearance, 5 championships for DePere along the way, plus DePere High School were state champions in Division I. I don't have their school affiliations on the roster provided to me, but no doubt a number of these kids off of the state championship team, Division I state championship. Strike called to Zach Bradle. Strikeout and a base hit. RBI for Zach Bradle today. He scored Gretz back in the 4th inning. That's the one lonely run for Manitowoc here through 5 2/3. Again, DePere scored once in the 3rd, once in the 4th. After scoring that run in the 4th, had bases loaded as well. But not able to bring across more than one. 2-1. High for ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike. Jim tells us, huge baseball fan and baseball coach. Jim, my question for you is this one is hit over towards the Middleton players getting ready for their 1 o'clock first pitch. Anybody in North Carolina putting on broadcasts like this? I'm just curious. I don't know. That's why I ask. I mean, we're working so hard around here, and did he go around is the question. Yes. So Bradle thought he was going to be awarded the base. Base umpire John Belo says he went around, and that is a strikeout. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. So a strikeout ends it for Manitowoc in the 6th inning. It'll be at the bottom of the 6th right after this. Weckworth, Weber, and Van Oss on Zaleski Sports.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Fleet Farm has everything you need for every season of life. From tending the vegetable garden season to planting 100 acres of crops season. Fleet Farm is your one-stop shop. Whether it's strawberry jam season, cook your walleye season, or his first set of wheels season. Fleet Farm is built for every season. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
As was mentioned before the inning break, a new pitcher for Manitowoc into this game, and that is Damian Gretz. So Gretz comes in from second to pitch. DeCellier is over at third. See if I can figure out all these changes here for you. DeCellier is easy to find. He's got the purple mitt back there. And then as the camera, or as Gretz departs the camera, we see that Gavin Lettenberger has moved from right field to second base. And that sends Trent Ducat from third to right. There you go. All your scorebooks at home are now updated. And we got you all fresh and ready to go for this bottom of the sixth inning. But movement out there. We go 4-1, 1-3, or sorry, 1-5, 9-4, and 5-9. Those are all the switches. And that is a plenty heaping helping of defensive changes out there. As we get danger zone, and danger zone for Jake Weckworth. Weckworth has been somewhat dangerous today. Reached and scored in the fourth inning.
Leading off, for DePere,
and what is
center fielder Jake Weckworth.
Right now the winning run for DePere. It's all right. Give him danger zone for that. That's fine. And ball comes near his head. I don't think he was thrown at. But it's answer no. Every so often, yeah. So Jim, well, thank you for the compliment on our what we seem to think is a pretty good broadcast around here. But you know, we're often so hard at work, and we've got our noses down, just paying attention to what we do. We don't get a lot of benchmarking opportunities to see if anybody else is doing this. I know over the weekend, when we were looking for scores from around the state at the other regional sites, we couldn't find a single live broadcast anywhere in Wisconsin. Ours apparently was the only one, AAA in Schofield. We looked everywhere, high and low. We couldn't find a single camera showing games anywhere across the state. And that's a shame. I'm not sure what you folks are doing out there, why you're not showing these kids, but we love doing it. And a leadoff base hit for Jake Weckworth. And then we roll out, multi-camera MLB-style broadcast for you. What the heck? So sure, to some watching right now, this is a complete shock. You go from no broadcast to Major League Baseball style. I'm sure that is probably put you back in your seats. Devin Weber now. It would me. I would be like, what is going on with these people? Off and running is Weckworth, and the throwdown is late. Stolen base for Jake Weckworth. And yeah, I'd say we're probably partially insane for doing something like this. Everybody back at home enjoying it for free. That's the idea. That's what we do. Never going to charge you for a live broadcast. Never. And Bender for Gretz comes in for a strike on Weber. 1 ball and 1 strike. But again, we do ask you, business owners, or if you know somebody that owns a business, which, by the way, that means where you work, we would like to help them get some more sales, get some more customers, get some more help. Maybe where you work, you think, boy, there's not enough people working around here. I sure could use some extra hands around here. We can help get that message out. We just need them to email csr@zaleskisports.com, or you can email that. Just email where you work and who we should call over there. Email csr@zaleskisports.com. We trade them just a couple of dollars, and then you get me reading their ads, reading their commercials, and helping everybody out that way. And then that's how these broadcasts are free. You at home right now taking advantage of that, and that's great. But there is a cost to all this, and we're just asking for your help. Just asking for your help. We think it's a pretty easy ask. And maybe you're not even at home. Maybe you are at work watching, and maybe you don't want to admit to your boss that you're watching. So send it in secret. Type it really quietly. CSR@ZaleskiSports.com. Tell us really quiet of who we should call over there. We won't tell them who sent us. Promise, we won't. And then when that happens, here's the outcome of that. Mutual of Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com to find an agent near you. See, that costs just a couple of dollars, and it's so easy to do. And it's something I enjoy doing. So foul tip, and Van Oss now is going to face a 2-2 count. That one got a piece of the catcher, Braun. It may have got his throwing hand. He flexes that throwing hand there a little bit. See that coming to you live in your living room, on your phone, or at your work computer. And hey, no judgments here. If I wasn't here, I would be doing stuff at the office and watching these games too. No judgments. All right, so enough rest and recuperation time for Braun has been issued. So 2 balls and 2 strikes to Van Oss. And Van Oss delivers into left field. That's going to get down. 1 run easily in. Weckworth is in. Turning for home now is Weber. Weber goes from first to home, and it's 4-1 to Pere. A 2 RBI double for Drew Van Oss. And the speedy Weber scores from first. That is most impressive to me. That ball down the left field line. Long run for Bradle over there. He did what he could do. So De Pere expands their lead as they will take at least a 3-run margin to the top of the 7th. We play 7 innings in Wisconsin American Legion baseball. So Manitowoc 3 outs left when they come to bat in the 7th to score at this point 3. And nobody out, maybe more. Gauthier watches that one come in low and inside. 1 ball and 1 strike to the shortstop, Gauthier. Low for ball 2. And we take a look at that 7th inning. Easton Arndt, 97 pitches. He can face 1 batter, realistically. Maybe two. But we'll see if De Pere brings Arndt back in or if they just go fresh right from the top of the inning. Because there are some challenges to making a pitching change in between innings. Our base umpire, Kevin Johnson, giving some instruction here to steer clear of a balk to Mr. Gretz on the mound. So, or are they going to call the balk? No, first warning. So first warning. I didn't see what it was, but I saw our umpire, Kevin Johnson, kind of motioning. I don't think Gretz is going to the mouth in the ball, but I think something a little bit less than that. But just making sure that he's wiping his sweat perhaps somewhere else before he steps back on the rubber, just taking care of that maintenance off of the rubber. So the 3-1. And this one lifted into right center field, going back, and that's going to get down. In the gap goes Gauthier. He's going to turn for third. Van Oss will come in to score, and an RBI triple for Javin Gauthier, and De Pere leads it 5-1. So Gauthier with the triple into the gap. And De Pere now a commanding 5-1 lead in this ball game. And there is a pitcher. That is Kummer warming up. We saw Evander Kummer a couple innings ago getting loose, but they pulled the trigger instead on Gretz. And now Kummer on standby out in the bullpen. And this is going to be in the same place. That's going to get down in right center field. It'll be a RBI single for Easton Arndt, 6-1 De Pere. De Pere pouring it on here in this sixth. 4 runs across. They lead at 6-1.
Third baseman Milo Upton.
And that brings up Milo Upton, but now all kinds of work to be done for Manitowoc when they come to the dish in the top of the 7th. They'll need at least 5 runs now. Still nobody out in the inning. Curveball from Gretz comes in for a strike to Upton. And it was 2-1 as we started this inning. Think about that, folks. It was 2-1, 4 across, nobody out, 6-1. A completely different ball game here in the 6th. Off and running, and it'll be a stolen base for Easton Arndt. It was a hit and run, but Upton not able to make contact. You see Arndt emptying the rubber beads out of his pants. Usually on a traditional infield, right? You're emptying dirt. This one launched into left field. Going back. Still going back off the top of the fence and gone. Off the top of the fence. Upton, a 2-run homer here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Milo Upton, straightaway left field. That went about 336. Needed a 335 off the top of the fence. And Upton, the 2-run homer, as we see Milo into the De Pere dugout to helmet cracks and high fives, slap hands. 8-1 now with 6 across in the 6th for De Pere. Here's Jason Lehman. Somebody just said, come on, LJ. That's backwards, man. Is that legitimate? Can you do that? Can you do somebody's initials backwards? I mean, can you say, come on, LK? No, I'm being told no to a KL next to me. Can you say, come on, ZJ? I don't think so. That sounds weird, man. All right. I don't know. Well, but last summer we learned about ELAC, though. Yes, you can say whole first names backwards. That's okay. 1 ball and 1 strike now to Lehman. Just all these traditions out the window in 2024. Nothing is standard anymore. Nothing conventional. The 1-2 lifted up and out of play. One ball, 2 strikes now to Lehman. Manitowoc still has not recorded an out yet in this inning. 6 across, no outs, nobody on. 2 balls and 2 strikes now for Lehman. And we can see through the triple fence over there, you can see the Milwaukee Ball Club in the batting cage. So again, Milwaukee Middleton scheduled for 1 p.m. right here on Zaleski Sports. There's a nice play over at short by DeCellier. And head first slide, and not enough for Lehman. 6-3 put out. Went with the head first slide approach. And that's just going to put rubber beads all down the front of his shirt. And on a hot, sticky day, I would not recommend that. Yeah. That is, you're going to have to, you can't just kind of tap your shirt and brush them out. You're going to have to go in there and pick them out one by one. All right, pitching change. We'll step aside for the change and bring you back with a new Manitowoc pitcher right after this on Zaleski Sports.
Rich, creamy, and fun. Point Craft Soda. Caffeine-free, made with 100% real sugar. From Stevens Point Brewery.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fure, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
We got pitchers everywhere, and that's De Pere. A couple of pitchers getting ready for De Pere to start the 7th inning. Devin Weber and Zach Watruba getting ready for De Pere, but we do have a new pitcher for Manitowoc, and that is number 24, Evander Coomer. So Coomer comes in to pitch here in the 7th in relief of Damian Gretz, and first pitch swinging Landon Rago is going to land in the gap, and that is the 3rd ball hit to that gap here just in this inning through 2 pitchers. So Rago with a base hit. And the 9th batter of the inning coming on here, Carter Polfus. So, but again, that is Evander Coomer pitching for Manitowoc. Manny's 3rd pitcher here in this ball game. And a pair of pitchers getting ready for the 7th for De Pere. Again, that's Devin Weber and Zach Watruba. And the 0-1 to Polfus. Make it 0-2. The 0-2 from Coomer. And spiked it in there. Not chasing was Polfus. See, now we're CP. See, now we're doing it the right way. Carter Polfus, CP. Jason Lehman, for some reason, is LJ. I don't know what's going on down there. Just being too close to Ashwaubenon probably is the problem. Here's the 1-2. Fly ball, left field. Calling for it is Bradle and brings it in for out number 2. So the 10th batter of the inning is where we started with Jake Weckworth. So Weckworth is going to bat twice in the inning and see 2 pitchers. Baseball experts, historians, I'm sure that does happen somewhat regularly, but that's got to be a little strange, right? You bat twice in the same inning and you face 2 different pitchers. Doesn't happen all that often. First pitch swinging is Weckworth, and playable right side. Calling for it is Peterson, and backpedaling makes the catch for the final out of the inning. Well, lots of work to do for Manitowoc as we look forward to the 7th inning. It's going to be Braun, Ducat, and Hartlaub due up as Manitowoc searches for 7 runs in the 7th. Coming up next on Zaleski Sports.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture. Hi, this is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970 and 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love Home Furniture.
West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Certainly is a breeze here in Wisconsin Rapids today. That has picked up as the day has went on. Again, we were all fogged this morning, and not to get into weather talk with you folks, we've talked about a lot of things today. I'll skip the weather talk, but fog is allowed to form when there's no wind. So obviously with the wind now, wind blowing out, a little bit of breeze for the players on the field perhaps. And it'll be Easton Arndt. He's on pitch number, this will be pitch number 98. So he's got 7 pitches left. So they will pitch Arndt to start the 7th. As I said, it's a coach's decision, and this, that's what they get paid. That's why they are revered as they are, because they're making those decisions not just for this game, but for games in the future. And you bring the reliever in too soon, and if he throws too many pitches, then that might affect your rotation during the tournament, although it may not matter now with a base runner and a nice piece of hitting there for Cam Braun. So now the base hit, well, they keep Arndt out there for another batter, and he's going to leg that out and roll into second base. Nice hustle there from Cam Braun to appear a little slow getting the ball back in. Arndt looks into the dugout, and he's told to go back on the mound. So at this point, we're just going to throw him until he's done. And then hope the next guy in stays under 40 pitches. That's what you got to stay under to stay strategic with your pitches and your pitchers with the pitch count rules. But Easton Arndt's got 4 pitches left today, and for the tournament, really. Unless rain somehow pushes us to a Sunday game or something like that. But for this talk, likely the last batter here for Easton Arndt. And it's a pinch hitter, Cole Dvorak. So Dvorak pinch hitting here in the 7th inning. And taps that foul. So 2 balls and no strikes, and we'll foul it off. Oh. And the 0-2, Dvorak back to the pitcher, Arndt, and Arndt will underhand it over to first, and will walk right into the dugout after that, as Dvorak is retired on the 1-3. And they're going to bring number 5, and they're going to bring Devin Weber into pitch. I thought is what I heard was 5, but we'll step aside, and we'll find out more about that right after this on Zaleski Sports.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
they, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed. It's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at staubco.com.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
Hi, this is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970 and 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and the Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
Changes. Everywhere are changes. And it is Devin Weber coming into pitch. And before his first pitch, a balk is called. So there's a way to start. So down to third goes Braun on the balk call. So Weber comes into pitch. Over to second base goes Caden Kreutz. Out of the game is Easton Arndt. And a pinch hitter for Manitowoc is Landon Chalepny. How about Halepny? There we go. And Halepny looks at a bender from Weber. No balls, 2 strikes on Halepny. Runner on third, 1 out. Manitowoc needs 7 runs here in this inning. And swung on and missed as Halepny goes down swinging, and there are 2 away.
Center fielder Brady Hadler.
Thank you. Okay, so Brady Hadler representing the final at-bat for Manitowoc here, perhaps, as a strike comes in from Weber. 1 ball, 1 strike. DePere looking to move to the winner's bracket here in this state tournament. And swung on a miss. Hadler went after the high offering from Weber. There's the 1-2 from Weber. Bouncer, third base, and foul. That one grabbed foul on the glove of Milo Upton just as it crossed over the third base line. So that'll cause Brady Hadler to retreat back to the batter's box. Again, it's Middleton and Milwaukee coming up at 1 o'clock first pitch. Mike Wendlandt on the call right here on Zaleski Sports. Here's the 1-2. Inside. Hadler 0 for 3 today, looking for his first base hit of the ball game. That would extend this game. 1 more batter for Manny. The 2-2 for Weber. Foul tip. Hadler got just a piece. Weber to Hadler, the 2-2. And that one poked over to first. It'll be Rago to pick it up. He'll step on the bag as Hadler hardly left the batter's box. And that does it here in this one. De Pere to the winner's bracket as they are winners today. 8-1 your final score as De Pere beats Manitowoc in this game one of the 2024 Wisconsin American Legion State Baseball Tournament. I will be fieldside with De Pere manager Dan Lukes right after this on Zaleski Sports.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fure, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy.
On my bag, straight back.
I think we're okay.
Oh, what?
We're back here. All right, back to our Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Nasonville Dairy, fresh cheese curds made daily. NasonvilleDairy.com. Here with De Pere manager Dan Lucas. Coach, let's just talk about first the pitching performance that you had today out of Easton. Goes 6 1/3, strikes out. What I have here, 5 strikeouts today. Just gave up the 1 run. Really good performance in a first game for your pitcher here today.
Yeah, and anybody who's watched him, around the state, and especially in our area, the last 3 years, especially the last 2 All-State, the last 2 years, leader on the high school state champion. We knew this was going to be a really, really tough game and a tough matchup today, and we had the guy we wanted on the mound, and he came through. He only made 1 bad pitch, the hanging curveball that drove in the run, but other than that, he was lights out.
Yeah, from the 4th inning on, you were sitting in a 1-run game. Things were maybe a little bit nail-biter category at that point, but you bat 10 in the 6th. You score 6 and really take that commanding lead. What does that do for your ball club as they go out to finish it off in the 7th inning?
Well, I'll tell you, even though we didn't score in the bottom of the 5th, that's where we won the game because we made DeSellier throw, I think, 22 pitches in that inning. He went from, I think, 75 to 98 and basically was out of the game. So once we got into their bullpen, that's what led to the big inning. Our 6th inning was as a result of what we did in the 5th inning again. And you can go back and look on the broadcast. You could hear me. I came off the field after the 5th. I said good inning, even though we didn't score, because that made them to have to make a decision, and then they made a change and we capitalized on it. So, even though, the 6th inning was big, but that 6th inning happened because of the 5th inning.
And in that 6th inning from the plate, I take a look at my scorebook here. You got really production up and down the batting order in that 6th inning. Everybody contributes in a win like this. How can that help maybe create some momentum for your team when everybody's out there swinging the bat well?
Yeah, in the regional last week, we had some tough matchups and some games where we really struggled to score runs. So it was good. Hopefully we get some momentum for tomorrow now as a result of of that big inning today and get some guys confident at the plate.
And lastly, Coach, speaking of tomorrow, you're in the winner's bracket. How important is that to start off day one and land in the winner's bracket tomorrow?
Well, I said there's a lot of positives to playing at 10 a.m. on the first day. It's game one of the tournament, but the heat hasn't turned up yet. And now, before we play again, there's going to be 2 teams eliminated. So that's a big part of this. And again, before we even have to throw another pitch, 2 teams are on their way home, and we're just glad we're not in that position tomorrow.
Coach, congratulations on the win. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yep, thanks for covering, and I'm going to go try and find some Nasonville cheese curds for lunch.
There you go. Thanks a lot, Coach. We thank Manager Dan Lucas for joining us in our Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Nasonville Dairy, fresh cheese curds made daily, NasonvilleDairy.com. 1 p.m. first pitch. Mike Wendland on the call, Middleton and Milwaukee. We will shut this one down. We will relaunch the new one. And again, first pitch at 1 o'clock.